Sure, please start.
Hello,
Is
everyone.
somebody introducing Nairaji?
Hello, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, audible.
Yeah. Today we are actually doing a talk basically by Naira ma'am, who's a historian, a diplomat, analyst, psychologist, TV anchor, and writer from Republic of Armenia. She has graduated from Yerevan Polytechnic Institute, which is basically in Armenia, Moscow Diplomatic Academy, Russia, and our own Jawaharlal Nehru University. She has done a lot of courses, basically done a psychology course as well. She has commenced her career basically in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Armenia and was on a diplomatic service in Armenia embassies in Moscow, Russia, and Ashgabat, Turkmenistan. And later she joined the Ministry of Defense of Republic of Armenia as the editor-translator at the university at the Information and PR department basically. And after then, she was invited to the Armenian President PR and Information Center as a senior expert on Oriental countries. So basically, she is also felicitated as Bhumiputra Biju Patnaik International Women's Empowerment Award 2023 and the 8th Dr. Sarojini Naidu International Women's Award for Working Women 2024. She has also written 4 books and a co-author to 6 books. So welcome, ma'am, and over to you for the talk on the topic. Please
Yes.
give a brief about what actually you are giving a talk on, basically Armenia, Ancient Civilization and connections with India. This is the topic, and over to you, ma'am.
Yes. So thank you very much. I'm very happy always to talk to my Indian friends because Armenia and India have many thousand years of connections because both these countries are ancient civilizations and we had connections from time immemorial. You first of all a little introduction about Armenia. What is Armenia? Where is it located? And what is it famous for? And then I will continue with Armenian-Indian relations. And you will see so many interesting things we have in common, starting from the language, Hindi language, I mean, Sanskrit, and our ornaments and also the names of our gods. They are almost the same. So now I will start. I want to share my screen. So can you see?
Yes, ma'am. We can see basically.
Okay. So is it also now you can see also? Or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
So now let's see where Armenia is located because many people don't know where is it. So let's see the world map. So here are 2 seas, that is Caspian Sea, this one, and Black Sea, this one. So Armenia is located in between. So now we will go to this area. So again, you can see this is the Caspian Sea. This is the Black Sea. So Armenia is located in this area, which is called Caucasia. And so Armenia is in the South Caucasia. So North Caucasia is Russia, starts from here. And South Caucasia, there are 3 republics, Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. So Armenia is a neighboring country also with Turkey. Here is Turkey, and on the south is Iran. So as you see the news, what is happening in Iran, so we are very close to it, so we are very worried what is there. So, but in the historical times, so when there was no Turkey, because Turks emerged in this area only after the 10th century, so almost all this area of Turkey was the territory of ancient Armenia, historical Armenia, and this we call Western Armenia, which is now on the territory of Turkey. So, what is Armenia? So, first of all, let me tell you that we call our country Hayastan, because we call ourselves Hay. Armenian person is Hay. So, I am Hay, and my country is Hayastan. But all our neighboring countries were calling us Armenia, saying that this is Armenia. Armenian means land. So we are not Armenian, Aryan people's land. So we are Aryans. So the name Haik was derived from our legendary patriarch Haik. So on his name, we call ourselves Hai. And Haik defeated those many centuries ago, 4,500 years ago, he defeated the Belus, the Assyrian king, and he so that is how Armenians could be freed and came to the Ararat region. And this is Ararat, our mountain. It is shown, it is mentioned in the Bible that how Noah's Ark, when there was big flood and all the territories were flooded, so this Noah's Ark came and descended on the top of this Ararat mountain. So for thousands of years, this mountain was considered a holy mountain, and nobody was allowed to climb up on it. Only starting from the middle of 19th century, the scientists, some groups, investigators started climbing up on it to find the remnants of this Noah's Ark. Now let me show the world's oldest things from Armenia. These are the things which were these are the things which were found on the territory of Armenia. So this is leather shoe, which is 5,500 years old. Then we have Sky Observatory, which is 7,500 years old. Then it is human brain, 6,000 years. There is a wagon, 4,000 years. Skirt, almost 6,000 years. And also 6,000 years ago, already Armenians were making wine. So there is, near Yerevan, the capital of Armenia, there is a wine factory. Till now, it is there. Then there is metal smelting foundry, again 6,000 years old. And there were also Stone Age tools, 325,000 years old. Then we have also carvings on the rocks, that is petroglyphs, 7,500-year-old petroglyphs, and where we can see the pictures of the daily life of Armenians. And 4,500 years ago, already Armenians were making breeding horses. First, in this region, only in Armenia, the horses were domesticated. And that's why these horses were sent, were sold to different countries. And by the way, those many centuries years ago, there were no horses in India. So horses were brought to India from Armenia. And by the way, we didn't have elephants. So elephants we were getting from India. So this is that oldest shoe, which was found in 2008. These are the places. This is the cave where this shoe was found, and also with this winery was found. And this is also the human brain, which was found again in the same cave. These are the prehistoric sites in India. So as you see, this is the stone on the rocks, the carvings, these petroglyphs are there. We have also shivling type of stones in Armenia, as you can see. And so this is an ancient settlement from 3rd millennium BC, which is again near Yerevan, capital of Armenia. And this is the Karahunj, as I told you, the observatory. So how they were looking. So on the top of the stones, there were these type of holes. And the scientists calculated that each hole is looking to a separate, a certain star in the sky. Then, now, artifacts from 4th millennium BC. So this is this bird from such a metal that till now people, the scientists are not sure from which metal this is made of. And this is these are the things for the horse that you put on his mouth. And this is also very interesting thing. This is the solar system made of iron. And here is the sun. These are the planets. Here is the earth. And they showed that this is water and this is the atmosphere. So in Armenia, on the carvings, rock carvings, you can see also swastik signs, which are very, very old, maybe 100,000-year-old oldest swastik signs. So this is the thing. So many ancient civilizations of the world have this swastik sign. See on the pots, this is the swastik sign. And here in Armenia, the swastik sign became like this after some time. And this we call the symbol of eternity. Now, Armenian gods. Now, Armenia is a Christian country. Armenia adopted Christianity in 301 AD. But before that, there was a big pantheon of Armenian gods. And so this is God creator Ara. Near him is the mother goddess Anahit. Next to him, this one, next to God creator is Tir. Tir is chronicler of Ara, and he is also writing. He is the chronograph, writing everything what is happening with many people, and he is also the god of interpretation of dreams, and also he is taking the souls of the people to other world. So I see there is some question. Shall we answer now questions, or it will be in the end?
I think these are just comments. You can go on. We can take questions at the end.
And basically, yeah.
In the end, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the main gods of the Armenian pantheon. Now, as I told you, Western Armenia was on the territory of nowadays Turkey, and Turkey is doing everything to eliminate any trace of Armenian on the territory. So they are eliminating so many monuments, of historical monuments, Armenian monuments. So this is one of these monuments. As you see, it is eliminated. The heads are just cut. From this are the and this is Nemrut Mountain in Turkey. And here, this is historical site where are the gods, the statues of gods. And people have done the 3D recovery of this statues on, and so see how this historical monument looked before. So this is the Armenian god creator Ara. This is his wife Anahit, mother goddess. This is Vahagan, god of fire, conqueror of dragons, and so these are others. And also these are the animals, the symbols, like national animals of Armenians. This is the lion and this is the eagle. So this is God creator Ara or Aramazd, and he had 3 heads, God creator. Golden Anahit, mother goddess, protector of family, protector of children, and also she was curer. She was curing people. And why is she called the Golden Anahit? Because in her main temple there was 5-6 meter high golden statue of goddess Anahit. And but when Christianity in the 3rd, 4th century came to India, to Armenia, all the Armenian temples were destroyed. All the statues were destroyed also. And there were so many books, and all these books were burned. So this is only one remnant from Armenia, Armenian gods. This is goddess Anahit's head and her hand, which were British scientists who were doing excavations. They found it in the end of the 19th century. And this statue, we can say the head and the hand, they are dated back to 2nd, 1st century BC. And so now it is not now. From that time, they did excavations and they took it to the British Museum. So till now, it is there. You can see it in the British Museum. And this is Garni Temple, Temple of the Sun God Mihar. This is a 1st century temple. And as I told you that all the temples were destroyed pre-Christian. And on their sides, Christian temples were erected. But this is the only one pre-Christian temple which survived. Why? Because the king's wife, queen, asked the king to preserve it as her summer residence. That's why till now this Garni temple is there, and we really are enjoying it. And in Armenia, we have an organization which is called the Children of the Sun. So all the pre-Christian rituals are done here in this Garni temple. So this is, see how it looked from above. It's a very nice place. And this is Armenian alphabet. I just want to show you how it looks like, the Armenian alphabet. It is different from any alphabet of the world. Only Armenians are using these letters. No else in the world uses this alphabet. And as I told you, everything was destroyed, and the books were also destroyed when Christianity came. And also for 100 years, the Armenians were not using their alphabet. So it was banned, it was forgotten. So then after 100 years, the king understood that it is not possible to live with the alphabet, with their own letters. That's why he sent this person, Mesrop Mashtots, to find the alphabet and bring. That's why, so he found, he brought, and he is considered the saint by the Armenian Church. And here we have in Armenia Institute of Ancient Manuscripts, and here is his statue, Mesrop Mashtots statue with his disciple. And also here are the statues of our ancient scientists. And there are more than 20,000 ancient manuscripts, not only from Armenia, but all over the world. And by the way, from India also we have a Tamil manuscript on palm leaves. So here it is, that manuscript. Please see, it is preserved in Matenadaran, in that institute. And it is also a museum, so people can go and visit and see all these very interesting manuscripts. Now let's see relations between Armenians and Indians. As I told you, our relations are very long-standing relations. First of all, let's see the names of Armenian and Indian gods. So Ar, God creator, and Brahma, from linguistic point of view, they are very similar, Ar and Brahma. Then god of fire, Agni, and Armenian god of fire, Vahagan. Again, Agan, Agni, the same. Mitra and Maher or Mihar. Then Rama and Aram. And also in India, there are common names which we have the same in Armenia also. So that is Kset, Gohar, Kochar, Vartan, Kalantar, Nayan. No, we don't have Nair. It is Naira, my name, and male name is Nairi. But in India you have Nair, Ananya, Aram, Arman, Zoravar, Agastya we say Agasi, Karan we say Karen. By the way, about the name Zoravar, do you know that Zoravar is a compound word? It is Armenian word which means army commander. So and now you use in India as a common name of male name. Then I have also rewritten Armenian and Hindi words which are common. They are the same. So you just read it. So I will not read so many things. And these are the Hindi words, but there are also some Persian words, Arabic words, which you also use. We also use, that is Nazuk, Muraba, Tava, Halva, Chinar, Saz. So Darvaza, Shalvar, Dukhan, Meydan. So these are the words. We know this is not Armenian, but we also use Persian and Arabic because of we were living all together in those years, and so you also use these words. Now let's see the symbols and ornaments. As I told you that swastika is an ancient symbol of sun, good fortune, and many countries have this swastika sign. In the Europe, in American continent, and also in Asia. So everywhere people in ancient nations have this swastika sign. And so see, swastika sign in India and in Armenia. On the carvings, we have this swastika sign. Then this hexagram, Shiva and Shakti, the triangle, two triangles. So the same hexagram we have in Armenia also. See? In our carvings on the churches, temples, we have this sign. And this, as I told you, it is the symbol of eternity. And this universe letter E in Armenian language, A letter, it also, if we write this A letter some differently, a little bit curves, it will come like as Om letter in India, in the Hindu culture, because they have the same meaning. A letter, it is also depicting the universe and having that sound. And now let's see the Armenian carpets. This is eagle carpet. It is called eagle carpet. This is called dragon carpet. And the same carpets I saw in India, almost the same. For example, snake carpets. This is snake carpet from Armenia, and this is a snake carpet from Sikkim. See this depiction of snakes on the Sikkim carpet and Armenian carpet. They are the same. Now symbol bote. Let's see the Armenian dress, traditional dress. We can see this bote symbol on the dress, and the same symbol we see on the Indian sari and on the Indian jewelry. So, about the relations between Armenians and Indians. The first written reference to Armenian-Indian relations is found in the ancient Greek writer Xenophon's Kairopedia, Persian expedition. In this book, it is written that Cyrus, the king of Persia, asked Chalds and Armenians to accompany his ambassador to India to develop and strengthen trade relations with it. So it is 5th century BC, 5th, 6th century BC, and already people knew that Armenians know very well the routes to India, and also they had very good relations with the authorities. So that even the Persian king asked Armenians to accompany his ambassador to India. The chief items of Indian export to Armenia were muslins, precious stones, numerous kinds of spices, medicinal herbs. The blue from Rahor, Indicon, was very famous in Armenia, and Armenians exported to India mainly colored leather and various dyes. Maroon and red dyes and excellent cotton from Armenia were very popular in India. This red dye Armenians were getting from special red worms. Our very famous scientist, Anania Shiragatsi, he lived in the 7th century, and he wrote geography of many countries, 42 countries, geography he wrote in one book, and here on the number 35 is about India. And he describes the rich nature of India, its people, different tribes, their habits. He lists the goods which are available in Indian markets, such as silver, gold, copper, tin, pearl, so etc., and describes various types of diamonds and their prices. So this is first 7th century manuscript, and this will also will interest Indian scientists that how Armenians had so much information about what was there in India, so it can be exchange of our knowledge. Then there is also information that there was Indian colony in Armenia for 500 years. And about this is writing Syrian writer Zenob Glag. And he is writing that 2 Hindu princes conspired against Dinakshpal, the king of Kanauj, and found refuge in Armenia in 149 BC. And Armenian king Valarsakis gave them a land in Daron region where they built their settlements and temples. So for 500 years, Indians lived with Armenians very well. They built their settlements, their temples, put the statues of their gods, till the time when Christianity entered into Armenia. That time, so Armenian and Indian armies joint army was fighting against the Christians. But Christian army was very big, so the Armenian army was defeated. And there is so what he's writing, the Zenob Glak, that he says that they erected a stone after the battle, and it is written that the first battle was fought very fiercely. Artsan, or Arjun, the head priest, the chief commander of the battle, lies interred here, and with him 1,038 men. We waged this war on account of idol Gisane of Ganesh and on behalf of Christ. And so this is how the Indian colony was not anymore. So many people, it is said that some of them adopted Christianity, but some of them, they left Armenia, and also other Armenians who didn't want to adopt Christianity. So these hundreds and hundreds years were going, but so the first Armenians who settled in India were merchants and people working in Indian state and military services. In the beginning of the 16th century, in various places of India, especially in coastal towns, Armenian permanent settlements began to emerge. Why from the 16th century? Because that time Armenia was divided between Ottoman Empire and Persian Empire. So many people didn't want to live under the yoke of these states, so they just left Armenia. So some people went to Europe, some went to Russia, and some came to India and China. So besides being traders, Armenians in India were also commanders, army officers, high-ranking officials in the court, barristers, lawyers, doctors, engineers, landlords, real estate agents, building constructors, etc. So in which cities Armenians lived? So these are the main colonies, that is Agra, Delhi, Surat, Bombay, Saidabad, Narwar, Gwalior, Lucknow, Chinsura, Chandernagor, Calcutta, Madras. About the community, Armenian community of Madras. Madras was the center of Armenians of India, and in this city, intellectual Armenians lived, and they organized their patriotic group, and they were thinking how to liberate Armenia from the Muslim yoke, from Persia and from Turkey. So it is very interesting to say that the first Armenian constitution was written not in Armenia, but in India. It was in 1773. And the first Armenian journal, Azdarar, that is the Herald, again, was published not in Armenia, but in India. And that was in 1794. So in India, there are Armenian churches which are standing till now. So one is Church of Holy Virgin Mary in Madras. This is a church of 1772. This is Armenian church in Mumbai, St. Peter's Church, founded in 1796. This is Armenian church in Chinsura, 1697, and it is considered the oldest church in Bengal, 1697. And in Calcutta, there are 3 Armenian churches. The biggest one is this one. It is the Church of Nazareth, built in 1724. And these are 2 smaller churches. And so after Madras, in the end of 19th century, the center of Armenian communities was shifted to Calcutta. So we have till now there Armenian College and Philanthropic Academy, and it is already more than 200 years old. It was founded in 1821. So till now this school exists, and Armenian children are studying there. Even Armenian children from Armenia, from Persia, from Iran come to study here in this Armenian school in Calcutta. In Calcutta, Armenians also built many buildings. So this is the first hotel in Calcutta, which is called Grand Hotel. This was built and owned by an Armenian merchant. And also in Calcutta, there was Armenian God, which was built in 1734. So this is also interesting thing that there were many Armenians who are famous in the history of India. So Thomas Hojamal wrote in 18th century. By the way, this Thomas Hojamal was a very powerful merchant and very educated person. So he wrote this book about India and about Armenians in India. And so he wrote that Emperor Akbar, invited Armenian merchant to come and settle at Agra, at the same time to induce his countrymen in the Punjab and elsewhere in India to come and reside at the imperial city, where they would be given permission by their royal patron to build a church for the worship of the god in their own way. As Akbar knew that the Armenians were a religious race of ancient Christians and would not settle in a place where they could not have and enjoy the free and undisturbed use and exercise of their own religion. So let's see who was Armenian in Emperor Akbar's court. So Akbar's Christian wife, Mariam Zamani Begum, Abdul Hai, Chief Justice of the Empire, and even from his surname we can understand, because as I told you, we call ourselves Hai. So Abdul Hai, Chief Justice of the Empire. Domingo Pires, Portuguese interpreter of the court. Mirza Zulkarnain, Akbar's adopted son, a gifted poet, playwright, and singer. Then Lady Juliana, the lady doctor of the royal harem, was given in marriage by Akbar to Prince Jean-Philippe de Bourbon of Navarre of the royal house of France. So this Prince Jean-Philippe came to visit Akbar, and at that time Akbar said that I'm giving this Lady Juliana to you as a wife. So like this, and this prince stayed in Agra and died there because there is a tombstone of this Juliana and Philippe, and they also built a church in Agra. So in the Agra Mission archives, we find the following, that the church was built by Philippe Bourbon of the House of Navarre and his wife, Lady Juliana, an Armenian lady who was in medical charge of the emperor's harem. They are both buried in the church itself, and probably the epitaphs are in Armenian. So there were also Armenians in Indian armies. I will just go quickly because everyone has his own story, but I think we don't have time to talk about all this. By the way, how much time I have?
Ma'am, you
Who
can
will
give
tell me?
your presentation as long as you like. There is no time
Okay.
constraint, basically. So whatever you have
Oh.
prepared, you can give, basically.
So Armenians in Indian armies. So Colonel Jacob Petros, he served 70 years. Can you imagine 70 years in the army of the Scindia of Gwalior? And he died when he was 95. And he was such a talented army commander, and he was such a respected person that even his great-grandson was getting a pension from the Gwalior government. Moses Manuk, he was army colonel of the Nizam of Hyderabad. And Gorgin Khan, he was very famous army commander in Bengal, and he was chief army commander of Bengal's Nawab Mir Qasim's army from 1760 to 1763. Let me tell you a little about Gorgin Khan. So he was a merchant, Khoja Grigor. In Armenian language, his name is like Khoja Grigor. Khoja means merchant. So he came to India. He went to Hooghly with his brothers, and he was a textile merchant. And then his brother was the head of the Armenian community of Bengal, and he introduced Gorgin Khan Khoja Grigor to Nawab Mir Qasim. And I don't know how Nawab Mir Qasim could understand this merchant's military talent, that he immediately appointed him as his chief army commander. All were surprised, but really he was very talented, because in 3 years, this Gorgin Khan could make 25,000 infantry army and 15,000 cavalry. That means with horses. And he also made a factory to make weapons, to make rifles, and also to make artillery guns. So in 3 years, he could do such a great job for Nawab Mir Qasim's army, and they defeated British army, and so Nawab became the ruler of Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. But something happened. The Britishers were very disturbed why Mir Qasim becomes so powerful, and they decided to eliminate Gorgin Khan. First of all, they asked his brother, the head of the merchants, to persuade Gorgin Khan to come to the side of the Britishers. But Gorgin Khan said that I'm an Armenian, I can't betray my master. So that's why the Britishers did some conspiracy, some plot, and so Gorgin Khan was killed. And that time he was only 33 years old. But he did so much things for that Mir Qasim's army. In Gorgin Khan's army, by the way, also in Colonel Jacob Petros's army, there were Armenian regiments. And there were also high-ranking Armenian officers in these armies. So in Gorgin Khan's army was famous General Markar Kalantar, who served in Holland. He got his title of general in Holland, and then he shifted to Bengal, to India. And here he was the army commander in Nawab Mir Qasim's army, and he got the title of Raja from Mir Qasim. And Hovannes Nazar was the head of Mir Qasim's security detachment. So let me tell you that this is a very interesting book about Mesrop Jacob said, Armenians in India. So a lot of information I got from his book. I would suggest you to read this book. It's very interesting, a lot of information. So this Mesrop said lived in India all his life, And 40 years of his life, 40, he dedicated to the job to find the traces of Armenians all over India. So he traveled all over India and found so much information about Armenians in India.
Ma'am, we have actually one of the Armenian guests. Her ID is Ghost, so she wants to
Okay.
talk actually something basically. So I'm just giving her one chance basically.
Yes,
Hello,
yes. So
hello,
already
Ghost.
I have
Hi, Mrs.
finished.
Naira. How are you?
I am fine.
Where are you
Let-
from?
I am from Yerevan, Armenia. And
So
you?
currently you are living in Yerevan?
Now, yes.
Okay, and I'm Armenian. I was born and raised in Georgia. Currently I'm living in Georgia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What is your name?
My name is Svetlana.
Светлана. Хорошо, Светлана. Потом поговорим.
Yes, I know Armenian. It's my
Oh.
mother tongue.
Teşekkürler. Very good. So
That's very
now, who has any news, any questions?
Actually, I have been very interesting and historic place a few days ago in Armenia. It called Saint Hovannes, and this is from there, Saint Hovannes. This medallion. It's very interesting and powerful place, holy place maybe.
Yes, very holy place. Many people go there, and yes. So, any questions from the who was listening from the audience?
Everyone can actually now ask any questions if you have any. You can kind of directly connect with ma'am right now. Please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. Naira, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm Amol, ma'am. Mobile. So I'm first time to join this session because I want to say anything because just I'm listening each and everything.
I can't hear you properly. Can you talk a little loud?
I'm Amol from Mumbai, ma'am.
From Mumbai?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just I'm first time to join this session, ma'am. Exactly. But I'm just listening each and everything.
Good.
Yeah, I like this, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I hope that this lecture was interesting. And of course, I can tell so many things, but that's why you ask questions and I will answer your questions according to what is interesting for you. I will tell that.
Ma'am, you talked about a lot of ancient and historic places. Which are basically destroyed by Turkish invasion or something or attacks, basically. So,
Yes.
any preservatory activities
Which
for that?
activities?
Any preservative activities undertaken by the Armenian government to preserve the ancient heritage and stuff?
So it is a very difficult question. I mean, the situation is difficult. Let me tell you first that Turks, when they came to our region in the 10th centuries, in the 10th century from that Mongolia, from China, north of China side. So these were the Turkic tribes, yes? They invaded. First they went to Central Asia, then they crossed Caspian Sea and came to our region. And so they started eliminating everything, and they settled there. Then Ottoman Empire was created in the 16th century, right? And then, but Armenians were living there, but they wanted to eliminate Armenian nation, and that's why they succeeded. In 1915, there was a big massacre of Armenians. It is called genocide of Armenians, and in 1915, 2 million Armenians were killed, and lakhs of Armenians were deported from their lands. And they shifted to Eastern Armenia, and Eastern Armenia is now the Republic of Armenia, where I live, but it is a very small territory. So let me tell you that, so Armenia, so we lost 9/10 of our territory. So 9/10 territory of Armenia now is in Turkey. And no any preservation of Armenian historical monuments, nothing is done. Turks, as I told you, they want to eliminate any traces of Armenians. And they make some churches, for example, they make as Muslim churches. Some which are ancient monuments, they are just saying that these are some tribes which lived on the territory of Turkey, and then now they left this territory. They don't want to say anything about Armenians. So no any preservation of these monuments is there. Unfortunately, this is the situation.
So ma'am, we have a question from Asutosh, basically, in the message section. He has actually asked how to build a bridge between India and Armenia in terms of culture, civilization, and history. And how can the bond be stronger?
So, of course, we both have to work hard. I mean, Armenians and Indians. But just you must take into account that Armenia is a very, very small country. It is only almost 3 million. It has only 3 million population. And India, as you know, 1.5 billion population. So, of course, we have to work hard for that. That's why, for example, I have become the member of ICCS, and the last 4 or 5 years, ICCS is inviting me to give online classes, online lectures, offline lectures. I'm participating in the conferences of ICCS. And so I'm trying with this to make the bridge. I'm writing articles about Armenia, which are published in India. And also in Armenia, I'm talking about India. I'm giving interviews. I'm talking to the people, explaining everything. So what can to do, we have to do. So this is the thing. And of course, there are governmental programs, cultural exchange programs. For example, in India, we organize days of Armenian cinema, Armenian films. The same in Armenia. Days of Indian cinema, Indian films are organized, and also exchange of cultural musical groups, dance groups, singing groups. So this exchange program is there, and that is good.
Ma'am, since you are part of Ministry of Defense. Okay. Oh. Ma'am, if you means you are part of you were part of Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So
Yes.
You have been writing articles regarding all those issues as well, I guess. So where we can actually get the links of your articles and interviews, means if it is published in any Indian article, do you have the links of the articles, or you can send us the links basically?
Let me find, I will send you.
Okay.
But in English, they are not much. Basically, everything is in Armenian language and in Russian
Okay.
language. Because as you mentioned, where I was working, those years I was writing mostly political, analytical articles about India, about the relations. And now this last years, I shifted to only historical part. So I will share you these links, then you will share to others.
Anyone can now ask any other questions if you have any. Kindly ask. A.K. Tripathi sir, Sanjay sir, Piyush sir.
No, really, the talk is
Yeah,
very good.
hello. Yes. Yes, Piyush sir, continue. I will ask later.
No, ask sir, Sanjay sir.
Okay. So very good evening. So regarding this Armenia, so what exactly due to this geopolitical issues, is there any impact to that means sustain the sustainability of the research on behalf of this indigenous or any other parts that culture or anything else? So do you have any that is there any impact regarding research and development of this socio-cultural or any cultural diversity?
Impact of what? I couldn't get you.
Impact that is research and development. That is the exchange program or student exchange or faculty exchange. That means suppose anybody wants to come for the research to India or to go. That means any exchange that means program is going on.
So I know only about the cultural exchange program, as I told you, that there is a exchange of cultural these groups. But regarding the research, this I don't know. Because for example, Armenians are getting this research opportunities in India because ICCR is financing. But Armenia can't give any finance to the researchers. So I know that some Indian researchers who just they come.
Okay.
On their own, they come.
Yes, absolutely. So my point is that because in government of India is sponsoring through Study in India and ICCR, so lots of students are coming to India for the various research and that means doing master and PhD courses. Okay.
Right.
So
right.
For this, any that is in your country or Armenia. So is there any provision through the that means are they initiating that means for this student access program or students are coming?
So this, as I told you already, this is only I know Armenians who come to India by ICCR program. There is also ITEC program, again financed by the Indian government, that Armenians are coming for some courses, various courses that India is organizing. But Armenia, since its situation is not so good economically, so I think it's very difficult to get financing for Indians to come. But Indians are coming again on their own. We have a few thousand Indian students in Armenia who study in medical universities. And so I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 5,000-6,000 Indian students we have here who study in medical.
6,000. Okay, very
yes.
good. Okay.
Yes, they are studying here, and some of them are taking our beautiful girls and bringing to India. Yes.
Amazing.
So I think cultural interaction is going on.
Yes, and really, this Armenian community is rising in India now, because starting from the end of 1990s, so many we have many this mixed marriages, Armenian Indian marriages. Only
Yes.
in Delhi, I know, I think maybe 30 couples I know only in Delhi.
Yes. So very nice. That is tradition exchange program is going on very nicely.
Yes, this is really exchange program.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Piyush sir, you can continue.
No, just I was almost going to ask your question.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
Ashutosh, you're asking something regarding the societal pardon of Armenia, sorry. Yeah. Ashutosh?
So, what do you mean by societal paradigm?
That,
What do you mean?
yeah, that is what I was asking him basically. So you
So,
there?
please explain, Ashutosh.
He's writing
How
basically.
is the Armenian society? Society. So in Armenia, Armenia is a mono-ethnic country. It is not like India that you have so many ethnic groups. In Armenia, 97% of the population are Armenians. Those 3-4%, these are Russian, German, these Kurds, Yazidis also are there. So very few people are there. And Armenia, it is not only mono-ethnic countries, but it is also mono-religion. So here in Armenia, 100% Armenia is a Christian country. There was a Karabakh war. So during the Soviet period in Armenia, other people from Azerbaijan also lived, Azeri people. As you know, they are Muslims. But then the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan started. Maybe you heard about Karabakh problem. So that is the part of Armenia which was in the territory of Azerbaijan. So it's a very big issue. So very long. So now I can't in 2 words tell about that. So when that war started, so Muslim population, that Azeris, left Armenia and went to Azerbaijan. So that's why now Armenia is a mono religion country. Only Christians lived here. As for the families, Armenians, we have also, like in India, our families are very firm. We preserve traditions and we follow traditions. For example, the son must live with his parents. And what else? We do all the rituals when the baby is born, when there is a wedding. So weddings also are very interesting. What else? About the Armenian cuisine, I will tell that now Armenians are mostly meat eaters, and I can see my Indian friends who are vegetarian, how they suffer in Armenia because it's difficult for them to find some vegetarian food. It's not so, no, mostly it is popular, the non-veg food here. So the culture, Armenia has its ancient culture. The country is mountainous country. We have our very nice lake, Sevan. It is a high mountain lake, and it is one of the attractions of Armenia. So welcome to Armenia. You can come and see. We have so many beautiful historical places here. And since I visited Kashmir, I can tell you that Armenia it looks like Kashmir. And by the way, starting from the last few years, Indians have started to come to do their weddings in Armenia. By the way, yes. And also Indian films, some films already were shot in India, in Armenia, and also some singers came for shooting of their videos of their songs, they have come also to Armenia. So this is the attraction of Armenia for Indians. Okay.
So anyone more who can ask questions or any questions or any queries? Mamta ma'am, A.K. Tripathi sir.
Yeah,
Someone
good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
please.
Yeah, good evening is Naira. Actually, it's a very nice presentation, lot of informations. We are also first time interacting your culture and so much informative things we are learning from here. Thank you for giving such a nice presentations. I am very much curious about particularly your metal art,
Okay.
which struck my attention, that
Mm-hmm.
the kind of alphabet arts or metal letters, which is very unique, what you have shown here.
Mm-hmm.
So, including the culture, is there any business avenue between India and Armenia is going on for this particular artifact?
About metals, you mean?
Yeah,
Regarding any
metal, like
business?
you have given that mostly aluminium is used for this metal arts.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. Hopefully, I am right.
Mm.
So, is there any like because in India we have lot of aluminiums. We are rich in aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
And how about the metal culture has been raised that aluminium become a uh, critical or a very available metal which can be used for your art. Is there any aluminium source in your region or it is being export from India?
So thank you very much for that question. So in Armenia is when Armenia was a very big country, that time, in ancient times, Armenia was, we can say, the land of metals. Armenians were getting iron, they were getting copper, gold, silver, they were making bronze. So many bronze items, and even there are written facts from the 8th century BC that when the conquerors came to India, to Armenia, so how many tons of metalwork they took from them, with them, from Armenia. The gold and the silver statues, the golden throne of the king of Armenia, I don't know, so many bronze that shields and spears and there's arrows, so many things. So Armenia was very rich in metals. And now on this small territory of Armenia, only there is molybdenum, some gold is there, some molybdenum, I told, iron is there, copper is there. And by the way, maybe it was 2 years ago in Udaipur, I was participated in a conference regarding that metal technology. So I wrote an article about metals in Armenia. So if you are interested, you ask the organizers, give your address, and I will send you that article if you are interested.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Because that is like a kind of not only exchange of our culture, also is kind of a exchange of many scientific knowledge through this.
Yes. So you contact me, I will send you this article.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
A.K. Tripathi, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Naira madam, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I remember I met you in the Brigade convention, and while just handovering the book, I was asking you whether there is any similarity in textile design of Armenia and India, and if that is so, you can explore that also. And while writing the book, I have seen that some of the similarities there in Russian design, like diamond design, and as you told the dragon, and
Yes.
also swastik. So those things, if you have any contact in textile department, you can connect to me so that we can work further.
I see. So I'll find some people who are dealing with this ornaments, textile, and I will tell you. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
yeah, ma'am. You can say.
yes, Mr. Tripathi, you just send me like your questions, so and then I will contact you. I will send back. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, ma'am. I guess we have come to the end of this talk. So thank you very much, ma'am, for the enlightenment we have actually received on Armenia. Thank you. We will be again meeting soon on Armenia. If at all you have any other topics, do let me know. We will set up a meet very soon on it.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. I will also be contacting you regarding the defense and other things as well. Since you are into defense and stuff, I was also having a little bit of curiosity about Armenian defense and stuff. So I'll be contacting you as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Now I'll be ending it. Thank you.